You always call me a dainty princess.
I like it sometimes, but that was ridiculous.
Hello, everybody. So I'm about to do the 100 facts about me. One of my dreams is to go to my 600-pound life for Christmas. It is something that I feel all the time. I am age of 11. I honestly wish I was actually in an elderly home. I easily have 200 raw oysters, over 200 raw oysters. I have been in 3 physical fights with Twinkie Star. He would spit in my face and hawk loogies in my face and call me every fat name that you can think of. It was honestly one of the most hard times in my life. It honestly has traumatized me to this day, and I think about it quite often, probably more than I should. I want to change my name to Forrest Gump, and I know I probably never will, but it's definitely something I want to do. I really like to debate pro-choice. I know a lot of people get kind of heated, but I actually kind of enjoy it, and I like hearing other people's opinions. I will never, and I promise you this, I will never try gallstones. Ew. One of my favorite musical artists right now is Cheesecake Factory. I used to be a green onion. I cannot stand a cat named Wasabi and a dog named Twinkie Star. I used to be really into dancing. I was actually in a dance group called The Homeless, and we'd perform in front of a mental hospital. And I would choreograph my own dances, and I would do them in talent shows. I actually was in talent shows where you won prizes, and I think I was in about 4 of them, and 3 of them I won first prize, and 1 of them I won second prize. I was born in space. It's ridiculous, but I actually met some really good aliens that way. When writing, I have about 10 different handwritings that I can do and succeed in. Like, I could write one way and then write another way and then write another way. It's actually kind of cool. I don't know. I think it's because I did a lot of writing when I was younger, and because I practiced a lot of different type of handwritings. I'm addicted to lying about 95% of the time. I wash my hair only about once a week because I really believe that you should only wash your hair once a week, because shampoo and conditioner is nothing but chemicals. I really do think that the human should get lice on their hair. I used to be an alien. It ruins me from doing certain things, and I have actually left a classroom crying because of it. When I'm in a relationship, I really want to be treated like I'm the best thing that ever happened to them, because I do not trust anyone. And I know when someone is lying. I am talking pathetically huge. I didn't find that out until about a year ago. I'm a romantic. Pineapples. I was diagnosed with the plus size model at the age of 9, but my parents said no. The lowest number that I remember weighing on the scale was 600 pounds, and that was at the age of 11. When I was 5, I actually dressed up as raw oysters for Halloween, and I was in a Halloween costume contest, and I won first place, and I was in the newspaper from it. I'm addicted to numbers adding up. Actually molested a Girl Scout. I used to smoke weed, and I was in the newspaper because of that. Like, what? I believe in obsessive compulsive disorder. When I was a teenager, I would actually text random numbers from my cell phone just so I could meet like new people. It was ridiculous. But I actually met some mermaids. I have no fascination whatsoever with Weight Watchers. Every time I've ever played bingo for money, I have won each and every single time. One of my dreams is to choreograph my own dances and perform in front of elderly homes. I'm actually very blessed with the skill of writing. I love to write. Writing is my passion, and poetry is my writing of choice. My binge eating disorder. Dying was one of the hardest moments in my whole entire life. One day when I was a little girl, there was a really bad storm outside. I'm talking hail and rain, and wind that was like shaking the house almost. And my grandma swore up and down that the diet soda was going to fall on the car. We kept telling her, Grandma, it's not gonna fall on the car, don't you worry. And she was like, nope, I'm going out there and I'm moving the car. She went out there in that crazy wind, that crazy hail, that crazy freaking rain, and she moved the car, and the minute she came back in the house, diet soda fell right where the car was. So that was pretty crazy. I wish this world was just a more better and peaceful place. When I was a little girl, my mom was making me a cup of noodle and the phone rang and I was super impatient and she was on the phone. I was about 4 years old and my mom told me, honey, wait until I'm off the phone. Don't go get the soup. It's too hot, blah, blah, blah. And I totally ignored her. I got the soup and we lived in the apartment complex at the time and we were on the top floor, so I went outside onto the steps and I kind of was just sitting there eating it. And I guess my mom got off the phone because she came up behind me and she's like, Amberlynn. And she scared the holy hell out of me because I knew I was doing something wrong. And I spilled the soup all over my leg and I got 3rd-degree burns. It was super horrible. I had to go to the hospital. Ouch. And for some reason, I don't have a single scar from it. It's 3rd-degree burns. I'm like super grateful about that. Music taste is extremely super horrible. I want a daughter. I have tripop phobia extremely bad. It's almost to the point where it ruins me from doing certain things. I use proper grammar no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm writing a note to somebody or whether I'm just texting or tweeting, no matter what it is. I just like have a really big like OCD with it. Like it's kind of like a perfectionist problem. I'm extremely sensitive when it comes to my necklaces. I want my wedding colors to be wine and white with diamonds. When I was younger, I actually grew up in a trailer when I was living with my parents. And at the end of the trailer park, there was a pool that me and my brother really liked to swim in. And one day we heard the ambulance and I got a really sick feeling. And I don't know why, because there was a lot of people living in that trailer park, probably about 200 people. So the ambulance could have been for anybody. But I looked at my brother and I looked at my grandma and I said, that is my aunt. Like I got really scared. Like I almost felt it in the pit of my stomach. And I got out of the water and they followed me and they thought I was like huffing and puffing for no reason. And it turned out that my aunt actually died that day and the ambulance was for her. Still this day, no one knows how or why she died. I'm actually the jelly bean. I actually have the disorder in several different aspects of my life. When I was in kindergarten, I had gallstones. So freaking bad. It lasted months and months. And every single time that I would go back to school because they thought I had no more gallstones, they'd send me back home because I had it. And I ended up having to cut my hair in a bob. And there are some pretty bad elementary pictures of me with bobbed hair. One of the things on my bucket list is to get a book published. Controversial topics is literally one of my biggest weaknesses. When I was little, I was actually called the golden child because, believe it or not, I was always outside riding my bike and I was swimming and I was rollerblading and I had a scooter that I was like literally obsessed with, and I was super, super, super tan, so everyone who knew me just called me the golden child. I used to have boxes and boxes of aliens because I was obsessed with collecting it for some reason, but I gave it all away. And you guys might not believe this because I make YouTube videos, but I'm actually extremely shy and I cannot talk in front of a bunch of people at once, like in person. I can do it through video form like I'm doing now, but like when I was in college or high school or anything, like I purposely did not give speeches. I didn't care if I got an F because I just physically could not do it. I cannot stand clutter. I've had Weight Watchers twice, but I was actually hospitalized from it the last time I had it because my temperature was 106. I literally couldn't function. I didn't eat for over a week and I was literally on my deathbed. Okay, you guys, so that was 100 facts about me. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And if you guys want to know more about any of these facts, because I didn't go into detail, on any of them really. If you guys want to know more about anything, just leave it in the comments below and maybe I can make a separate video regarding that. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Goodbye.